We are live on the Chit-Chat Show, or semi-live, and today we've got Ratko. I tried to learn how to pronounce his name at like 2 a.m. last night, but it's very complex. It's not Ivakovic, right?
No, it's Ivekovic.
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 If I do full Balkan accent, Ivekovic.
Ivekovic. Ivekovic.
Yeah.
So the Balkans have a little bit of a history with with James Bond. Is that not right?
I have no idea.
I
Where
don't
did
know
you
either.
pull that out of? Was that an LLM hallucination at 4
Yeah,
a.m.?
that's an LLM hallucination.
I thought, like you were gonna say we started a whole bunch of wars.
You guys did?
First World War, we assassinated Archduke Franz Ferdinand.
Why'd you
Not the
do
guy.
that?
Yeah, the Bosnian guy called Gavrilo Princip. Yeah, shot the guy.
Oh my god.
Oh, and then like that started a whole, like invasion and just chaos ensued after that.
Wasn't he just like chilling in his car and then like somebody followed him around?
Yeah. He was just chilling, in his car, and then he was just like shot.
What else have you guys done wrong? The Balkans.
Well, where do I begin? From your point of view as a U.S. citizen, I'm sure the list is endless. But as far as
we've done more wrong than you guys have, though.
No. Now we. Now we're just gonna have a standoff here, like a pissing contest. Who's done more shit?
Yeah, we got to see. All right, I got to open up the LinkedIn Live. Every time I wake up in the morning, I get so many DMs from you Balkan people. You guys just send me so many random DMs.
What, they're looking for jobs or what?
No, Stefan. He's like my post. I'm like, oh my god.
I don't think he's Balkan, to be fair.
Wait, he's not Balkan?
I think he's Swiss. I don't know. I don't think he's Balkan. Yeah, but he likes that. He does send people posts, like our posts.
So does this Mr. Ratko guy. Who's Mr. Ratko, by the way? Is that you?
That's me. I'm Mr. Ratko.
Mr. Ratko.
Mr. Ratko.
So what do you like about shit posting on LinkedIn? What is that all about?
Oh, I think it's a mix of ranting and cutting through bullshit, and there's so much bullshit online these days.
Yeah.
So I think I have a calling to call it out. It's also my superpower.
Yeah. It's fun to call it out. Like, you've been doing it in these really short posts now, which have been actually like getting semi-popular. Like your long posts, which were way more effort, way more energy, they were not like getting the kind of traction. So now you're just like, screw it. So you just post the LinkedIn meme.
Absolute nonsense, like yeah. This is after all the LinkedIn guru stuff and master classes, it seems like nonsense gains the most traction here.
It does. Like, and I was talking about this yesterday about what happens, like what the algorithm likes. And the algorithm likes absolute nonsense. Clive is in the house. LinkedIn is supposed to be a professional platform, man. Ratko, hello again. Akil was just my co-host.
Yeah, I watched that. I watched the rerun of that.
Yeah, that was fun. Akil's a cool guy. He goes, he messages me. He goes, sorry that I was so nervous. I was like, what are you talking about?
He's telling you, right? That's cool though, because he said he was a Dungeons and Dragons dungeon master.
Yeah.
Me too, by the way.
You are?
Yeah. Well, not anymore, but I used to be over 10 years ago.
Yeah, you sound like your voice is like a Dungeons and Dragons master. Over 10 years ago.
10 years ago, yeah.
I used to run BK before kids, right?
Before kids, yeah. And I always thought that I'd get my kids into it, but highly doubtful. I don't think they're just
Kids don't got the attention span for that no more, man.
No, they don't. They don't. It's Father's Day today, so my kid made me a
Oh,
card.
happy Father's Day.
Yeah, yeah. So my kid made me a card. See, he made me a card.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, let me
No,
see. There's a delay. I was watching the LinkedIn stream. Oh, there we go.
you see,
That's
there's a
dope.
card. He made me a card, and normally he wouldn't do this because he's well, he's an asshole like me. But he kind of got in trouble, so he decided to write me a card, and he said, "Dear Dad, I'm writing you this because you went apeshit on me, and because it's Father's Day. I love when you are with me when I'm going through my hardest days."
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
this is a
he's
Shakespearean
really
tragedy.
he's applying the butter now. When you hang out with me, and when you take me to soccer practice and matches, but most of all, I love and I'm happy that you're alive.
Oh,
Please don't die.
please don't die.
I love when we play Fortnite
Yeah.
and when we make fun of the little brother and mom. No hate. Parentheses. And I'm sorry for being lazy sometimes. I love you, Dad.
I love that.
Yeah. I don't think that we're going to be playing Dungeons and Dragons, unfortunately.
No, he doesn't sound like a Dungeons and Dragons guy.
No,
Fortnite
because
is
it requires
much more
books.
fast-paced and ADD friendly.
Yeah, it requires books, and it's like, okay, these kids are not going to open a book. It's like, why do I have to look at these books?
Akil says Ratko is my new favorite person. Man, I thought I was your favorite person.
Akil's in Jakarta, man.
Yeah.
That's
Jakarta,
cool. So you
yeah.
you have a huge network, Max, all around the world.
I try to. I'm gonna turn up the volume because you don't have your Rode mic in. Let me see.
Okay.
Let me see the volume. Okay, now I can hear you a lot better.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Nice.
Wait, can I turn up the volume in this thing too? Let me see. No. Okay, it's all the way up. Okay. Okay. We got 5 people in already. That's dope. What is up, guys? Welcome to the Ratko Show.
Oh, come on. It's Max Langley's studio here.
No.
I'm just a guest. I'm just a guest. You're the famous person. I'm just Eastern European guy trying to make it in the big world.
Man, wait, so in your day job, are you not a chef, or do you used to be a chef?
I used to be a chef. I don't want to succumb myself. I don't want to expose myself to that anymore. It was long hours. I didn't see my family. My eldest practically didn't see me, for 7 years of his life because I was
Oh my gosh.
I was traveling around the world. So that takes a lot out of you, and you become a. That's how I became an asshole, really.
Yeah, so is it like like Hell's Kitchen, Gordon Ramsay? Is that true? Does that
It's
happen to you?
worse. It's
It's
worse.
worse?
It's worse, and I think the bear really portrays it the way it is, because it's brutal. I mean, there are good days, and you need to find the good days and those crazy moments. But working 18-hour shifts and with little prep and that kind of level of stress changes you, and it screws with your spine also. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's a tough experience. I don't know. Sometimes I'm asked if I want to go back, and I usually just work as a consultant, and then just. But as a consultant, you still got to do the work. You still have to get in there and do the prep and work with people until it's right. So I have a little bit of that still in me, and I miss it because I do it, for my friends, and I do it for, like, I don't know. I make a birthday party for 100 people, and I cook for all of them or whatever. But that's, there's more love in there. And I think when you do it for a job, after a while the love is gone. Um, and so I think it's always a battle with yourself to keep that passion going. But I think that's in everything.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, man, I didn't know it was that brutal. And I see, yeah, how it can kind of beckon you to come back in, but you kind of don't want it. It's kind of like in some ways it feels like it sounds like it's a tumor or something, you know?
Yeah,
Like
it is. It's kind of like a tumor. Yeah, it grows on you. It grows
yeah,
on you,
grows
and
in
all of a
you.
sudden it's like, oh shit, I have something that's like heavy here, and it weighs like, wow, over 80 pounds. And what is it? Oh, it's not just my belly. It's this weight on your soul, and it drains you.
Yeah, and you
And I
gotta do it
remember,
at peak times, right? Don't you have to do it at, like,
of course,
nights and weekends, and,
yeah,
like, that's when you would
yeah.
see
So
your kid?
I missed every birthday, every Christmas, every whatever,
Yeah.
as long as I was working as a chef, and I really didn't want that. And the fact is, I came into chefing after Freddie Mae and Fannie Mac and that big recession, which was after 2008. I
Yeah.
went into that after because I was working in marketing before that, and then
Yeah. And now you
and
do
then
story doing, right?
yeah, well, I opened up my company Story Doing for consulting businesses with
Yeah.
aligning their brand and their delivery, which from firsthand I saw was always off. There's
It's
a
always
huge
off, right? Because, like, the authenticity is not there. Isn't that the big
Yeah,
problem?
no, and I remember, these marketing departments and the executives in the marketing departments looking at chefs and waiters and the service staff like they're fucking lepers, and
Yeah.
and 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 treating them as such. And it's like, okay, lesser human, lesser human. You're stupid. You don't understand anything.
Yeah.
I will tell you how this will be marketed. And so I saw this huge disconnect, and I said, this is fucking wrong. It's all wrong. And the guests get it. Everybody gets it. Everybody gets it except those executives and their suits and their shiny shoes. So I worked every single job, in the hospitality sector, and then I
Yeah, there's a
realized,
picture of you as, like, in the waiter outfit,
yeah, no, I
you seem
worked
like you
every
had all the
single job,
jobs.
and I hired marketing executives, I trained marketing executives, sales guys, uh, and banquet managers. So I worked every single position and I saw where it breaks. And because I saw where it breaks, now I don't buy the bullshit anymore.
Mhm.
And then I realized, well, this isn't industry specific. It's actually industry agnostic. It's everywhere. It's
It's everywhere.
it's across the board. There's a major disconnect between different departments, and I know I love how uh, everybody who's copy pasting ChatGPT right now is talking about alignment these days. But I think it's goes broader than that because most people are just like this. It's like stick to your job. Don't do anything. Don't rattle the snake. Don't shake the boat. Whatever it's called.
Yeah, don't shake the boat. Clive asks, "Is it like ratatouille, or how's that how you pronounce it? Ratatouille?
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille. I had my Ratatouille moments. Um, how I flunked out of MasterChef because I was on MasterChef in Croatia.
You were?
Um,
That's awesome.
yeah, I was so under so much pressure. I forgot to take the main ingredient, and I was gonna do like a pork tenderloin stuffed with the plums and mushrooms in beardo and whatever, but I didn't have the main ingredient. So then I just botched something and I delivered that. And one of the judges, um, he said, "Ratko, do you have like gout of the brain?"
Mr. Ratko.
And so then, and so then the camera is like following me through the kitchen, and I open up the garbage pail, and I just shove it right in, and it's like, oh, slow motion.
We got some comments. We got Yo from Nathaniel. What's up? What's up? Dan asked, how about a strong response for white one E4 to C5? That's the Sicilian. We're going B6 is what we're going.
6-7.
6-7. That's what we're going. Yep. That's the only thing we can do. 6-7. B6-7.
Nothing else after 6-7. It just stopped on 6-7.
The chess game is over. We don't. Mr. Ratko and I don't know chess, so
no, I pretend.
Yeah.
Yes,
my elo is like a 150 currently on chess.com. So I'm so far deep in the chess pits that I'm playing people who don't even know horsey goes L.
Are you playing something right now while you're talking to me?
No, I'm not. But I'm just saying that's where I'm at, like right now, like my level. I play with my ex, my number 3X. We play chess. She kicks my butt usually. Yeah.
So it took us a while to get this this podcast set up, right?
Yeah, it took us a little while. Being 100% of a legend
because of our time differences. It's 5 p.m. now in Croatia.
Yeah, it's like 11:15 a.m. over here.
Is that too early for you?
No, it's not too early. It's good.
It's good, huh? And do people have time to watch the podcast at this time?
Like, I don't know. It's a test. This is definitely let's find out. I think the
find out.
the live shows usually do best at like dinner time for US. Those are like those get the most guests, at least for me. But getting it out there now is good because then people can watch the VOD. Like most people just watch the VOD.
So you're like basically a TV dinner then.
Yeah, no, I really am. Like, I'm like, I'm like people's company to watch them cook. At least that's what, or like to eat dinner. Like,
okay.
A lot of people just tune in, as a way to like have like some background talking.
Makes sense.
That's illegal. I will call the police. Yes, go ahead. See what happens. I am the police.
You are the police.
Oh. What would be some of your alternate jobs, Ratko, if you got to like pick anything in the world?
I think I've pivoted enough in my life, so I'm quite comfortable wherever I get. I get to build things. Whether it's stories or companies or products or whatever I get to build and create, because I have this child in me that still enjoys playing with Legos.
Yeah.
And I think that's my favorite part of anything that I do. And so then I realized that basically that's also industry agnostic, and telling stories. I just changed the medium that I use for that.
Man, so, speaking of stories, I want to plug your second book real quick, Lisbon Notes.
Oh,
I think it's your second book. But the Lisbon Notes, it's a quick read. It's a great story. It's beautiful. I'm like narrating parts of it for YouTube, and like some of the videos get some views, so that's cool. But it's a nice like read. Like it just feels nice.
Yeah, it's much quicker paced than the golden age of my dignified collapse. And I also have the third and fourth, which is almost done. And so then I was actually waiting to get them all finished before I put them up on Amazon. So then we can have another call and another chat once I get them up. And still want to do a little bit more editing and tweaking of the Golden Age.
Yeah. Is that your first one or your third one?
No, the Golden Age is my first one chronologically.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of tumbleweeds in there, and it's kind of slow after the beginning. And I think that's what, it is a dignified collapse. But
Yeah.
I think it needs a little bit more nuance and character development and a bit of tweaking in the scenes. And I
Yeah.
realized that I was super productive this last year. And it basically started with a friend giving me a manual of how to write a book. So I went through his book and then I started writing, and I realized that the writing was the easiest part because I actually had all these stories. They really happened to me or to somebody I know, or you know I thought they happened to me, but they didn't.
Yeah.
um, um, so then that was the easiest part. Now the layout and everything else that follows is much more difficult, and that's where I'm at now. So
That's the
writing a
fun
book is
part.
easy, getting it published super difficult. Um, but
Self-publishing's not that hard though, right? I
it's
thought.
not that hard. But you still have to do the marketing, and the marketing
Yeah, the
is
marketing is hard, man. Yeah, plugging the book and getting
who's
people to
gonna
watch. But
who's gonna buy
Akil
it?
says, who's going to be the movie adaptation? Who do you want to star in it?
You see, that was what I was thinking, and when I wrote it, I was like, okay, these scenes they play out better in a kind of uh, tragic comedy series, something like Californication or Hung, or
Those are good books. Yeah, are good movies.
something
Are good shows. Good shows. Hung
something
in California.
something insane like that.
Yeah.
Who would play me? I don't know. I have no idea. I honestly can't think of that part because I gave out I did an audition for ghostwriters, and all I got was two submissions for that. So maybe
Yeah.
I'm just
Bree says, I showed up to support Max because you're awesome. Wow, you're not supporting Radko. That's
yeah.
rude.
Don't support me. I'm Eastern European. We don't need your fucking support.
Vern says Max out here collecting co-hosts like Pokemon. Bree says I'd probably be able to hang. Definitely gonna creep for a while and listen. If you're bored later in the session, sure. Yeah.
So you're gonna play this as a podcast later on?
Yeah.
Okay. So how did you decide to do this? Why did you decide to do this?
Why did I decide to do this?
Yeah.
Because you're a legend, bro. I want to talk to the
No, not
legend.
me. I meant in general. Like, why a podcast?
Oh, I want to get
For
good
me.
at being in front of the camera.
You like that? Huh?
I got to get. This is all just practice.
Okay.
I
For
want
your
to
political career.
political and just my backup is to be on Iron Chef.
I can see that. Yeah.
I would be
I
absolutely trash on that show, man. I don't know how to make anything. I don't know how to cook a single dang thing.
Really?
Well, I maybe like one thing. I can make like risotto.
You can make risotto? That's not easy, man. That's probably like one of the hardest things to make.
Yeah, but
And
like plain
especially
risotto, not like with anything in it.
just like rice
Yeah, rice and
in a bag.
onion and
Uncle Ben's rice in a bag. Yeah.
no, and chicken stock, chicken broth.
Chicken stock. Okay. All right. Nice. Well, that's good.
If
All
you're
right.
a Pokemon, which one would you be, Radko? That's a question from Chantel.
Shit, I should know that. I have my little one watching Pokemon, and honestly, the only one I know Pikachu and Mewtwo.
Me too, yeah. So
Yeah,
which
I
one would
just
you
know
be?
those.
I think you'd be Mewtwo.
I just know the names, like the evil one, right?
Yeah, that's what you would be. Like that's just
Yeah,
my
I want to
opinion.
be the evil. I want to be the evil one.
Yeah. Like I think that like some of your posts showed that you've been glitching out because of what gets popular on LinkedIn, and you've been kind of um, like skirting the line between giving up and giving into the algo, and then just
Yeah,
wanting to be like a metagame poster. So like you've like glitched out on some of your posts, like you're just like twitching, twitchy and glitchy, right?
I'm completely inconsistent. I am twitchy.
Yeah,
I am twitchy, but I'm also, I'm testing all that stuff as well,
yeah,
because people tell you one thing and then something else entirely performs. You try and be professional, and this is my ninth incarnation on LinkedIn. I died the first 8 times, so it's LinkedIn or bust. I gave up on Instagram and Facebook a long time ago. So
yeah.
this is my medium of choice, because you're trying to be um, professional, but yet the perception of what professional means is completely off. It's
Yeah, and you're kind
it's
of making
a
fun
fraud.
of that, right? I think a lot of your posts make fun of what professional is or what professionalism is pointing to. And you're like,
Yeah,
that's so fake. It's kind of like your story doing. It's kind of like that where you're saying, hey, this faux authenticity is no bueno.
it's no bueno, man. It's not good for anybody. It's not good for business. It's not good for the industry. It's not good for us as humans. And ultimately, I think the thing that works the best for business and for successful business is people having real human connections.
Yeah.
That's worked more. And frankly, I don't want to work with people that I don't agree with, mentally. Um,
Yeah. Or that you don't, yeah, that you don't connect with. Yeah.
no, I don't want to work with those people,
Yeah.
and so I realized that by blocking those off and focusing on people that I have a connection with, it's a lot easier than trying to appeal to everybody, because I'm not trying to be some kind of influencer. I just want to have a decent life, do my job, explore possibilities, and create things and help people create things.
Yeah, and I think
Be
you're on the way to doing that. You're kind of like the anti-influencer, or you're either the anti-influencer or the influencer's influencer, if you know what I mean. Like to me, you're like you influence like even people like me.
How could I possibly influence people like you?
You do.
You're the meme lord, man.
No, you do. Like your style is just it's contagious and your energy it's like it's something that I want to be a part of. So I read all your posts including the ones in Croatian.
Including the ones that nobody reads.
Yeah, including the ones that nobody reads. I read the ones that nobody reads.
Yeah, this past week, I've been trying carousels. I haven't done carousels in ages because they took so long. But now this buddy of mine has this um, app/software that can make you a carousel in like 2 minutes. Um, and of course, you need to do proper data for it, and do some proper research before you actually do it. But this stuff used to take all day. Now you can just like spurt it out.
Wait, is a carousel like two or
It's a
more
PDF.
pictures?
It's basically a PDF on a slide.
Oh,
Yeah,
a PDF on a slide.
it's
Wow.
a PDF on a slide. And LinkedIn for marketing, and all these LinkedIn, how do LinkedIn gurus tell you that you should be doing carousels, because carousels do great for impressions. Dude, I don't know, but like the best impressions and the best connections and the best reach outs I get from people to do work is just by being myself. So all of the other stuff, maybe if you have no soul, if you have no personality, it works. But if you're an actual, human being who's experienced downfalls and lived through life, which most of us have, uh,
Yeah.
but aren't afraid to show it, um, I think that works the best. That's my
Yeah.
personal opinion.
It
I don't
does
know.
work the best. Yeah.
I'd rather enjoy a nice conversation with the likes of Max Langley than
Yeah.
have a conversation with Gary Vaynerchuk or Simon Squid or whatever that guy Stephen Bartlett. I blocked all these guys because they got on my nerves. It
Yeah,
wasn't good
those
for
people,
mental
they
health.
get on the, yeah, they teach something interesting.
They they just project and peddle platitudes.
Yeah.
So, and I don't enjoy that kind of
It's so
stuff.
funny though because you make fun of it. You like your post style is like start with a platitude slash hook and
Yeah,
then tear it down. Like make it, it's like Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
down this wall.
You like you'll take a platitude though and you'll be like, what do I think of this? Oh, I
I
hate it.
piss on it. I piss on platitudes.
Yeah, you piss on platitudes. What would be like who is a politician who is palatable in your opinion in anywhere in the entire world and including at any time period, or do they all suck?
I think you got to be a little bit crazy
Yeah.
to want to get into politics
Yeah.
in the first place, or you have to be an idealist, or you just a corrupt motherfucker. Now,
It's probably C. I'm gonna go
you
C.
see, we come, I come from Eastern Europe, so we have plenty of those. They're listening, but you're not too far off from there. Also, we have exported it. um, but there are a few out there that seem to be trying to be decent human beings. There's that Greek guy, Varoufakis,
Ah,
that I like. He used to be a politician. Now he's a thought leader. But he says things as they are. So there are a few, but I think the system kind of it warps you because you get into this mode where you think you have to please everybody,
yeah.
in order to keep yourself in power, and then you start making compromises, and then you say, okay, we're gonna deal with that tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes, and then you just ease into it, and you get the kind of octopus spreading through everywhere. It's kind of like like a disease, like that black goo from the X Files. It just spreads and takes over everything. Um, so it's tough. It's tough, and I don't know how we're gonna get ourselves out of it. Uh, I think lesser of two evils. Um,
Yeah.
but we'll see how that plays out. I'm just hoping that we don't live through Armageddon, as so many people are planning for one.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It feels like we're living through an Armageddon and not the movie. We're living through a unlucky one. I mean, maybe the
Well, the
movie,
movie
the
was
alien
great. Yeah,
part.
yeah.
Uh, so who are some people on LinkedIn, some thought leaders that are actually like good in your opinion or are like follow worthy? Do you have any for the people that
I
you would
have friends.
say, hey,
I have
follow this
friends.
person?
I have friends on LinkedIn, which I connect with regularly and that I share different things with. So there are a few out there. Um, One of my favorites is Klaus Rasted. He's the one that actually gave me the book, How to Write a Book.
Yeah.
And got me going in that direction. Um, but there's a guy called Dragan Petrov as well, a guy that's trying to develop a AI interface that's human centered.
Oh,
In
that's
this
good.
world, in the world where these tech bros are trying to eliminate humans and take our jobs and so on. He's trying to keep the human in the loop.
Yeah.
And have you kind of control it as an artist would, with a canvas, like a painter would work with a canvas. So I think there are people out there, and the more I'm on LinkedIn, I bump into them. I think we have I think I have a nice circle of you know friends, acquaintances, and intelligent uh, connections. Um, so there's hope.
There's
There's hope.
hope.
There's hope for mankind and LinkedIn. But I mean, this whole thing with the algorithm changing every day and every 2 days, it just makes it annoying.
Yeah, it's gotten a little bit oppressive lately.
Yeah.
Or at least I say that because I don't know. I haven't gone as like mega viral as I used to, but I'm still getting about a quarter million impressions a day, which is
Yeah.
like way more than my fair share. So I shouldn't be ever complaining.
No, you're right. You're right. And you do it with memes. You do it great.
Yeah, and I try to do it with influencing the right way. You know, I don't post things that I completely disagree with. So, you know, I try to keep my soul intact.
Does anybody have a soul still?
I know. That's the problem, man. Is like,
Do we still have souls on LinkedIn, on
but
social media?
I know that's
Or
what
have
I'm
we
saying. But
outsourced those?
like unironically though, like social media is so soul sucking. It really is,
It
right?
is. It is. Every now and then I get a friend, that says, "Look, I'm going to take a break. I can't I can't do this anymore.
Yeah. And I'm like, I
I'm
can't
gonna
take breaks.
yeah, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna leave LinkedIn and I'm gonna go off. And I get it. I get it. I've been there 8 times before, but I told myself I'm gonna stick this one through because while it's soul sucking, so is a 20-hour shift in the kitchen.
Yeah. What are some ideal clients for story doing?
What are ideal clients for story doing? People that understand that they have a problem, and people that don't want to lie about what their brand is and who they are, and people that have a genuine story to tell. But what I realized was, everybody was telling stories, and what they weren't doing, they weren't implementing them into action. And I mean by action, I mean by rituals or experiences or activations or even little micro moments that they create in their daily operations. So it's in those moments that I started, working. It's like if you have a fireplace in a hotel, stock it with wood. Simple things like that, instead
Or
of
with
leaving it open.
people. Like I saw your post that said, your post on story doing that said that if you're like doing a photo shoot for your hotel, stock it with people because people like that's what marketing's about. It's not about just an empty hotel room and a made bed, right?
Yeah, and I think that's changed. The thing is, Croatia is a country that exploded um, with tourism over the past couple of years. But now, if you go through Booking.com, you see that every single image is the same, and you can't tell where it is. You look at the bedrooms, you look at the apartments, you look at the hotel rooms, and people they're spending like 400,000 dollars on a bedroom hotel room um, to make it, but it could be anywhere. It's sterile. It doesn't tell a story. It could literally be anywhere. It like came out of a catalog, and it has nothing that tells you about where you are, about that place, about that city, about that country, about the people that are there. And I think that's wrong. I think that's absolutely wrong. And then I get people, these hotels, they're complaining to me that they're saying like marketing's doing a bad job, and I'm like, no, it's because you're not telling people what you are. You're just giving them more, generic drivel. And I think with the advent of LLMs, even more of that generic drivel is just being
Yeah.
regurgitated and regurgitated. Now, look, I'm not anti LLM. I just think that you really need to be careful how you use them. I use over eight different ones for different things, but you really need to be careful how you're using them, because you can really think that you're intelligent and you're absolutely not. You're just the Dunning-Kruger effect is exponential. It just grows and grows and grows, and you have no idea that you don't know. and it's everywhere now. And you can see it in this like regurgitated thought leadership. Everybody's an expert on everything, but the fact is they're just saying generic stuff, and they're not saying anything that's original. They're not providing any human insight into it or applying that knowledge in actual ways um, that solve real human problems.
Yeah, and
It
you can
sounds
tell
like
when people are using LLMs and people are misusing LLMs. You can tell when that's happening because it has that AI feel to it. It doesn't have soul. It's missing
there's
the human element.
they're different things. Now I think there's that danger that you remove LLM tells altogether, and then you erase like half the English language, or 50, 60 different devices that actually make up a language. What do you have left if you remove that? you
Yeah.
know there still needs to be structure, because structures are are the scaffolding upon which thoughts are built, and how we convey thoughts to other human beings. Um, so if you remove all that, you actually don't have anything else. And so a lot of people that don't study haven't studied language properly are doing that now, and they actually have a whole post. They've removed all these tells. If it's not X, then it's Y, and remove the M dash or the N dash or whatever. Remove all those things, and then you have a post that says absolutely fucking nothing.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Well, I don't sound like a robot. I don't sound like a toaster, but I have said absolutely nothing." So
Chantel
we're
asked,
really
"What's the best LLM out there?" There's probably no single best LLM, right?
There's no single best LLM. I've been beta testing this one called QMe AI, which actually incorporates a few of the LLMs together in a visual canvas. So you can actually choose what LLM you want for a specific action, and each one has a function. There's the French Mistral AI, which still writes pornography, while all of the American-based ones have completely removed it, because it's like, oh my god, this is like so we can't use those words. It's become prude and so on. But Mistral, because I don't know, maybe because it's French and European, it can still talk dirty. Then you have the Chinese ones, the Kimi and the Quens, which have said, "Oh, screw plagiarism. We're just gonna take all of that and copy it." Yeah,
Yeah.
bring it on. So they're great at literature, because they've practically read everything. You think Anthropic is bad, but the Chinese ones are like, "Oh well, we're just gonna take all those books," you know. Um, and then so for each one, there's a function. Perplexity is great for research. ChatGPT is great for hallucinations. It's like when you're out of shrooms, go to ChatGPT. Woo! Yeah. So it's interesting times we're living in. I don't know how we're gonna dig ourselves out of this mess we've uh, we've made, but we kind of need to learn how to live in harmony with the toasters and the tech bros. Um,
There's a lot of
or
tech bros out there, man. There's a
There's
whole
a
army.
lot of tech bros, and they're dangerous. They have illusions of grandeur. So we need to be careful. But there are also some decent humans which are trying to, apply that technology in constructive ways and keep us, sane. But I think all of this needs to come in hand with us continuing to learn and actually still open books and still, grab a pen and paper and write and have conversations, real conversations with people.
That's what I
Um,
try to do too. That last part, have real conversations with people, and that's what this show's all about. The Chit-Chat Show is all about real conversations with real people
yeah,
and
I'm
just
not gay
talking.
anymore. Yeah.
And it's awesome to have you on here. I thought
Pleasure.
you were going to have this deep Balkan accent and this butcher a lot of words.
I can do this if you like. I can do this if you like, but I will have to kill you after. I lived in the UK for a bit, so when I was living there, my accent shifted to a bit of a UK accent. But
It sounds like
most of my
northern US now.
but most of my schooling was actually American international schools in
That's what I
Cairo.
thought. Like you're definitely American, but like you're not from the South, that's for sure. But you're somewhere like, I don't want to say Minnesota because you don't have Minnesota.
But I had a girlfriend from Minnesota once.
There you go. Maybe it's like if you're in Minnesota, you're in like Minneapolis kind of accent.
Minnesota.
Yeah. Minnesota. No, Minnesota. Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Soda. You gotta be like soda, you know? There you go.
All right.
What is your favorite United States state?
What is my favorite United States state?
None of them.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been to the States. I've never crossed the Atlantic. I spent my entire life between Europe, Asia, and Africa. I lived in Egypt for over 20 years.
Yeah.
So
I told Mahmoud about that. Mahmoud, he's your new best friend.
Yeah, Mahmoud is my new best friend. Mahmoud is my buddy. Mahmoud Owais. Owais. Skandarani. He means he's from Alexandria. Arsanes. So I still speak Arabic, and I have some neighbors which are Egyptian that've come here as like construction workers, and they're like, "Why do you speak? Why do you speak Arabic? Like, and you speak like Egyptian Arabic?" And they're like creeped out because they think like I'm like Mossad or something.
Chantel wants you to write out the LLMs that you mentioned.
Write out the LLMs?
Yeah.
Mistral AI. Where am I writing? Do we have a chat here?
Yeah. Here. You go to. There's a chat. I don't know how to send it to you. I'll DM it to you.
Oh yeah, I see. There's a chat. What is shit? But why isn't it?
You haven't been following the chat? Does your cup say 100% legit?
No, I haven't been following the chat. I've just been talking to you. Oh, it says the event will start soon. Wait for the host to start. What?
What?
I thought we're here. It says starting soon.
I think we're live. What have these people been talking about?
Who are these people?
Who are these people?
I think you're hallucinating, Max. I have this starting soon. Whoa! You just sent me a message.
Yeah, that's the link to the chat. Welcome into the Chit-Chat Show, where the chat decides where we go and LLMs decide the rest. Funny LinkedIn topics. The explaining memes like a professor. I tried to do that one yesterday. So how would you explain memes like a professor?
How would I explain memes like a professor?
Yeah.
A metaphorical image.
There we go. I tried something similar to that. I said an image that is where the image tells most of the story and the text tells the rest of the story. And it's like a picture's worth 1,000 words. And it's either relatable, funny, or share-worthy.
See, I'm not getting. I'm in the comments. I can see that people have commented, but I can't see the comments.
Wait, that's so weird.
Yeah, that's must be something to do with
Well, just refresh it.
Let's try this because I've been following you through with Riverside.
That's
okay,
funny.
there's Chantel. Wow, Chantel. Hi, Chantel. Well, okay. There you go.
Justice AI. I've never heard of Justice AI.
Justice.
Does your cup say 100% legit? I think it says 100% legend, doesn't it?
100% legend.
Yeah, legend.
I got this from an employee of mine in the UK at one point. Still kept it. It works great for podcasts, because it's a conversation piece. And then I got this one with a shower gel.
Well, yeah, look at my cup.
I don't want to. Mistral AI. That's what I said. Here we go.
Welcome into the Chit-Chat Show, where the chat decides where we go. Bum ba da dum bum. Bum.
Yeah. So the chat has decided where we're gonna go. Where we're gonna go.
Big boss.
Big boss. Monster. That keeps you awake. That's a lot of sugar, Max.
That is a lot of sugar.
That's a lot of sugar, Max. I'm not allowed to consume that stuff anymore.
Man, I feel like a sugar rush right now.
Yeah.
All right. So, what is your thought on white shirts?
What is my thought about white shirts? I think they shouldn't be worn on podcasts. They make you look pasty. But that's why I have this ring light which can change with the atmosphere.
I have a ring light too. It's at 100% capacity right now.
100% capacity. I have a ringworm. It's also at 100% capacity.
All right, pretty soon I'm going to ask for your closing thoughts. Not yet, but you can think of what your closing thoughts are going to be. You can be like an LLM, just spitting out.
I'll have to ask. I'll have to ask ChatGPT for those.
All right, well, let me ask ChatGPT for mine.
Yeah.
What are my closing thoughts
Based on everything you know about me since account activation, what would my closing thoughts on?
All right, before we wrap, here's the thing. We spend a lot of time online trying to sound smart, look successful, and package our lives into something that feels post-worthy. But the reality is, most of life is just figuring it out as you go. Saying things that don't land, trying things, and occasionally stumbling into something that actually connects. That's what this show is all about. It's not polished, it's not perfect. It's just real conversations, real ideas, and sometimes completely ridiculous thoughts that somehow still make you think. If you got one idea, one laugh, or even just one, I never thought about it like that before, then we did our job. So whether you're building something, questioning everything, or just here for the chaos, keep showing up, keep speaking up, and don't overthink it too much. Because honestly, nobody really knows what they're doing. And the ones who admit it, they're usually the most interesting people in the room. See you next time. Okay, that was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good. That was ChatGPT.
That was ChatGPT. Wow, you must have the the expensive version.
No, I got the free version. The expensive one is crazy. The $200 a month, bro. No way.
Yeah, no way. No way I'm paying for that. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Got to buy some petrol, So, like I said, I asked it, and so here it goes. And I'm gonna read it like this one guy I saw the other day who just reads it straight off of ChatGPT, and he's just like, he thinks he's doing it right. So, look, at some point, every business makes a deal with itself, a quiet one, no meeting, no minutes, no strategy deck, just the slow creeping compromise. We'll say this, but we'll deliver something close enough. And then everyone nods because revenue, because pressure, because we'll fix it later. You won't. Later is where standards go to die. Later is where brands start smelling like warm bullshit in a closed room. So you build campaigns, you polish copy, You hire agencies to perfume the corpse, and for a while it works. People come, they click, they book, and then they experience you. That's the moment, the collision. The ad meets the waiter, the website meets the bathroom. The promise meets a tired employee on a Tuesday at 2:37 who couldn't give a flying fuck. That's where the truth lives, not in your brand deck, not in your values, not in your carefully curated voice, in behavior, always behavior. And most of you, you're not running businesses, you're running cover stories. Little narrative shelters protecting operational chaos. You don't have a marketing problem, but a reality problem. And
Hmm.
reality doesn't care about your tone of voice. It shows up anyway. In the details, the gaps, the silence after a bad experience when the guest just doesn't come back. No complaints, nor drama, just absence. That's how brands die. Not with a bang, but with a slow, polite disappearance. So here's the only question that matters. If I walk into your business unannounced, tired, slightly annoyed, and completely indifferent, does your story survive me?
I like it.
You see?
I like it. That one's good. What was that? Uh, Mistral?
I decided to ask ChatGPT too. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Mistral would just go all erotic, French eroticism. We don't want to do that
Okay,
on
those were the warm up goodbyes because so we have to do the real one by ourselves, but we don't do it yet. We got a few more minutes of the actual show. So somebody asked, or Bree asked, tell us about the wildest job duty that you had, Ratko.
Oh, the wildest job duty? Shit. I was attacked um, by operations manager and her sister. Yeah, two women attacked me on
Gee,
shift. Yeah, with hot poke with a poker from
what?
the fireplace and tried to slap me, and they threw a brazier on a really expensive car outside. That was ape shit. And then I also had someone broke into the wine cellar and stole expensive wines one night. That was insane. Um, so yeah, plenty of stories there.
Gee.
But for more stories, you're actually going to have to read the book, "The Butler of Babylon," and that's the third and fourth book. It it's in two volumes, so there's that just goes crazy. There's insane stuff in there. Some of it,
Insane stuff.
some really insane stuff happens in hospitality, and teaches you a lot about yourself and about life. So, closing thoughts.
All right, let's do the
I
real
really
closing thoughts. You want to go first or me? You pick.
no. Go ahead. Let me
All
think.
right, I'll do mine. All right. I got to take off my glasses for the thoughts. I want to thank you guys for showing up and chatting and giving us your input because without you guys, this show would be nothing. It would be absolutely nothing because the audience is what matters. You guys are driving this bus. We're just riding in the bus. And we want to thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts because just seeing what you guys are saying and how you guys are reacting, that's what fuels us. And that's what gives us the energy and the insights and the just the the fuel again. I repeated the same word, but you guys know what I'm talking about. There we go. Peace.
Sure, this place is whack, yo. Max, it was a genuine pleasure. I've been following you for a while. We chat occasionally in DMs, but I know you're much in demand from other people from the Balkans. So
Yeah.
I choose not to disturb you. I'm really looking forward to your political career. I think you'll do great. The world needs more good people like you, and I love the community of decent people you've created around you. Um, it's genuinely a pleasure talking with you every single time, and I hope we can do this again sometime. And if you need, a co-host any other time, please, it's my pleasure.
Yeah. This has been the Chit Chat Show with Ratko and Max. And we will see you guys next time. Adios.
Adios. See you soon.